garage is done, so we are going to start on the Panlos Magical Sanctuary. Obviously the Sanctum Sanctorum. I think this was actually a mock somebody designed, and then another Panlos copied it. So if you're going to do this, I would suggest you go by the instructions from the original designer. I'll put the link in the description. And yeah, let's get this sorted so we can put this together. Been waiting to do this for a couple of years. How long have we had this, buddy? 2 years?
4 years.
Oh my God. I think it's only been like 2 years. First floor is done. Looks pretty good. Lots of interior detail, and these steps can come out. Nice. Cool hidden stuff everywhere. I'm not even really a huge Marvel movie fan anymore. I used to be more into it, but now I'm kind of just like over it because there's so much of it. And I'm also particularly not fond of Doctor Strange, but this building is just way too cool to not have in the city, so yeah. There were a few building techniques that were kind of weird and like honestly not good. Like look, I just barely like touched in there and that fell down. And I had a huge issue with all of these under there. Like up under here, if you try to squeeze it together to like push it all the way, then these modified plates just come undone and like fall down. So yeah, that was pretty frustrating, but it is what it is. I'll probably fix that one later. God, I barely even touched it, whatever. Anyways, other than like that and these, it hasn't really been that big of a deal, but you know, it is what it is. The interior looks great though. Worked on the second level today a little bit. Got some good details in here. I like that clock. So let's put it over here. Looking pretty cool so far. This level also had a few things, like a few building techniques that were kind of a pain. Not as bad as the bottom part under here that I had an issue with a little bit ago, but whatever. I mean, it looks so cool that it's like, all right, I'll just deal with it. But it's kind of just like whatever. I mean, it looks so cool that it would be worth it in the end. Oh well, I'm gonna go in. The cape. Better put that somewhere safe. All right, building step 4 complete. Cool bed. The shower's kind of cool looking. Bathroom, you know, typical stuff. Nice fireplace. Couple treasure chests filled with weapons. And then yeah, I'll do bag 5 maybe tomorrow after work. Depends. Okay, so second verse, same as the first. The building techniques on this are almost unmanageable. I don't know. I mean, I don't have this much trouble with other sets, but just like the techniques that this person, the designer, used seem ridiculous, unnecessary kind of, and it's so fragile. Like anytime I'm trying to put something on here or something, I'll barely touch something with my pinky and stuff will fall off. I mean, I know I have dumb hands because like I just do, but they're not this dumb. I don't have this much trouble with like, not even official Lego sets, but like even like the aquarium didn't have that much trouble, but there wasn't a bunch of really odd build techniques. Like, I don't know, whatever. Like these pillars right here, literally were not connected to anything the whole time until this tile. So this just kept like falling off, and like the bottom of this is typical where you've got plates holding plates together. So it's like unstable, you're trying to click stuff together carefully, this just falls off that bottom piece. This bottom piece just pops off like a million times. It's frustrating. We're getting to the final stretch, but God, this has been a chore to say the least. But again, it's gonna look so good whenever it's done that I'll just forget about how bad the experience was. Because I mean, it's cool. It's a cool set, but yeah. Also, there's no privacy in this shower. I wouldn't be showering in here personally, but that's just me. We are all finished. What can I say? It looks good. It looks good. That's about the only good thing I can say. Everything else about this has been a huge pain. Someone yelling at the chickens out there. This is a very cool play feature. I like it. You just have to have the tentacles in a weird way to make them all not get clogged up on each other. So, it looks kind of silly. So you'd want the tentacles to look something like that, you'll think, because it looks cool, but then they just get clogged up, which, whatever. Also, there's just too much crap in here. I mean, there's not room for you to play with figs really at all. There's a couple of studs for them, but like if you were actually wanting to play with this, there's not much room. And also on this and on this floor, they did the opposite of what they did on these two, which was, I mean, there's no good way to do it, but on those floors, I want you to build the floor and then flip it over and start connecting. Like, are you really? Just have it upside down and start pressing down. Like the whole time I was getting frustrated because like tiling these floors, it was separating like crazy. I was thinking about just retiling it to like look different so they would at least connect the base plates. And then I get to the end of the step and it's showing me to do this, and I was like, what sense does this make? I mean, I guess there's not really a good way to do it, but I would have been using bricks and tiles on the top side to connect the stuff so it was more sturdy, but whatever. And that's what they had you do on the roof also. You finish the roof with all these little flimsy pieces like pipes and stuff and a water tower and smokestacks or chimneys or whatever, and then flip it over and put on a million plates. So yeah. Extremely frustrating build, but it looks very good, and it'll be good in the city, but I'm glad it's over. Let's see, like, because of all it's not a one-hand job to put this lid back on, I'll just say that. So, certain things about this building aren't that great, but it looks good. So, whatever, I'm just glad it's done. We can get it over there and be done with it.